everyone. So tonight we ate at the Brown Derby at Hollywood Studios.
For the first time ever.
Yeah, it was our first time. I didn't know what to expect. I'd never even seen pictures inside.
Yeah.
It was different. It was nice.
It was fancy and nice. It wasn't too loud. We've been to a lot of loud places lately, and it was nice. It was very pretty and clean.
We ate inside. They do have outdoor seating.
Yeah. And all the waiters are nicely dressed.
They are
very
yes.
fancy.
Yeah. I like the tile floor. They had like a mosaic floor.
Yep.
I really like that. And then they had the characters all over. Some of them were duplicates. So it was kind of neat trying to guess who's who, I guess.
Yep.
So that was good. So what did you think of the meal?
I had a really good meal. I got the fillet. It's about an 8-ounce fillet, $52. I got my medium well, which they did it really well. It was so tender. The steak was very tender.
Yeah.
I like mine with a little bit more sauce than what they provided, but it was still a great steak. I can't deny that. The only thing I would change with it is what the steak was sitting on. A cousin of broccoli.
Yeah.
It was more leafy, and it definitely wasn't broccoli-ish.
Didn't look like broccoli.
It was very. It had this really sharp, tangy taste to it, which I did not enjoy. But I loved the mashed potato carrots mix-up thing that they did. That was really good. And I liked the other things on top of it. I got a side of mushrooms, which were really good. I love the flavor of those. Very mellow mushroom with.
They gave you a good amount too.
They gave me a great amount, and Melissa had them too. I don't know if she liked them or not, but they had a really different variety of them, and I liked them a lot. I like my mushrooms, and I would get that again. That was only $13, so that was really good mushrooms.
Yeah, I substituted. I don't know what the original items were. You couldn't substitute with the specialty sides, but I was able to substitute and get green beans, regular green beans, and then the regular mashed potatoes. But I didn't like the mashed potatoes. It didn't taste right to me. So.
But you got
maybe the leftovers.
You got the steak.
I did. I got the fillet. I had it. I mentioned it's okay to butterfly it, and they cooked it perfectly. It was
perfectly
perfect.
for her, yeah. Which means
well
it's
done.
Very well done.
But it was still tender. It wasn't like dry or anything.
It always is tender when you have it. Yeah.
It was really good. I would definitely go there again and get the same food I had. Maybe not the mashed potatoes, but.
Yeah. And we had shared a charcuterie board at the beginning.
That's right.
That was fair. It's very similar to the one you get at the Baseline Cafe
I was surprised
on the
about
other side
that.
of the park.
Yeah.
And
they had Gouda, they had a cheddar, and then like a blue cheese. Was the 3 cheeses.
They had a very sweet lamb pate. I think it was. That was decent. The honey mustard puree thing that they have is just way too strong of a mustard taste to be enjoyable on like a charcuterie board. For me, it's just like it's almost like it tastes like straight mustard, and unless you're prepared for that, it's not really enjoyable if you're trying to mix it with cheeses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then they had some other.
There's some meat, there's salami and some other meats.
Yeah.
I don't do the meats on the charcuterie board, so.
It was okay. It was okay. It was what you would expect from a charcuterie board.
The problem is they brought out our appetizers like 2 minutes before our meal came out.
Yeah, they forgot. I think they forgot to bring them out the charcuterie board before. 2
minutes after we got our appetizers, they were bringing our meal. Yeah. So that I didn't like that at all. I would hope that was just like an oversight, and that's not like the way they do it.
They start you off with rolls, though. We're kind of going backwards.
Oh, yeah.
The rolls were really nice. They came out hot. And they had butter with Himalayan salt on it, so that was really good.
It was good.
And the rolls were... I like my bread, and you like your bread.
Yeah.
And they were definitely nice. So that was a good thing to start off.
Yeah.
And then, okay, now we're going to skip all the way to the end.
Dessert.
And the dessert, we
all split the dessert.
The grapefruit cake and the orange...
hazelnut
chocolate cake. I liked the grapefruit cake. You did not.
Really, I liked the cake, but I didn't like the grapefruit drizzle. It was too grapefruity to me.
I love grapefruit. I eat grapefruit without any sugar or anything
Yeah.
like that, and I will eat it all the time. I love my grapefruit, especially pink grapefruit, and this what this was. It was
Yeah, it was.
for me. It was very refreshing and very light. The cake and the frosting was a perfect mix. The grapefruit sauce drizzle that they put on top of it can be tangy to people that aren't used to grapefruit.
Yeah.
But I am used to grapefruit, and I really enjoyed it a lot. But she definitely did not.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mind the cake part, but there was some bites that had like a heavy grapefruit. I was like, oh, need sugar.
Right.
And then the orange hazelnut
hazelnut cake.
chocolate cake was really good.
I tried a piece of that, just a few pieces of that, and the chocolate was it was a nice chocolate flavor too.
It was. It
that
definitely was.
I did not like the orange lump that came with it.
So there was this weird thing. It was like a gelled
Mousse, I want to say.
something, but it wasn't. It was almost, the texture was really weird.
And it was room temperature. It wasn't chilled.
Yeah.
So it was kind of weird.
And that's the only thing that was orange.
Other than the orange peel for the
Other than
decoration.
the orange peel, the rest of it was hazelnut with chocolate.
And chocolate, which was
So-
probably what
so-
you preferred, right?
Right. So if they didn't put that little glob of mystery orange and a peel, they would have to remove the whole orange out of the name.
Pretty much, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it was like 95%
Chocolate hazelnut.
chocolate hazelnut
So
cake.
did you like it?
I did. It wasn't a, oh my god, this is amazing.
Right.
Like, it wasn't like a tiramisu where it's like all your taste buds are like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be like, okay, we have to have this. You know what I mean? Again. But the highlight for mine was the fillet and the green beans. The green beans were cooked perfectly.
Wow. I think
So
so. I don't know if that's a rave review for the Brown Derby when one of your favorite things was green beans.
well, it was
Well, your
the
steak was good,
fillet.
too.
It was
Okay.
the
The
fillet.
fillet was good. My fillet was good,
You have
and
to take
it was very tender, and it had a great
It had a
texture
good
to it.
taste and everything.
It had a good taste. I wish I for a little bit more sauce. On
Yeah,
mine.
see,
I
I'm
wanted
not
to.
saucy, so I thought it was great. When you mention brown derby to people, they always mention the Cobb salad. And when I saw the Cobb salad, I was like, really? That's it?
It looked like it was missing some of the stuff.
It was
from the top.
missing, like it was missing, like at the turkey, there was something missing.
Yeah.
And I expected more items
On top.
in the Cobb salad.
Yeah.
So I would have had to remove 4 of the 6 items. So that's why I didn't get it.
That's why you didn't get it. Yeah.
But that's what I was planning on getting when I got there, until I saw that I'd have to substitute things out more than what's in it. So I ended up getting the steak instead, which I'm happy I did. It was really good. I would definitely get my meal again.
Yeah, as for the overall picture of the place, it's very nice, and it was quiet, and it's very it was elegant. We didn't have screaming kids everywhere, and
No.
it was a nice meal.
Yeah.
If you're going out for somewhere special, I could recommend it.
Oh yeah.
Again, hopefully, she's a very picky eater, first of all. And like my meal was good though. I would go there again for a special occasion.
Yeah.
But there are other options around Disney World, I think, that are
Yeah.
at
But
least as good or better.
Tell you, Brown Derby has been one of the harder restaurants to book.
Yes.
So if you do see one, you gotta snag it. Don't wait, because it doesn't stay around long.
This is Thursday night,
Yeah.
and our reservation was around 6:50,
Yeah.
and there were a lot of empty tables there. There was,
Right.
well, I'd say not a lot, but I'd say it was a third, 2/3 full. So there was some tables.
But they
definitely.
probably only had so many waiters.
Staff, yeah, the wait staff was the
And
issue.
like the waiter was really nice, very knowledgeable, but he didn't notice that like Melissa's was done her iced tea. I had coffee and it was like lukewarm. I had to ask for a soda, but we kind of had to flag him down
Yeah.
for our drinks. And he was busy. It wasn't like he was standing around. He was on the go the whole time. So I think he probably had more tables than he should have.
Maybe.
So he wasn't able to keep up a little bit, but
But it wasn't awful.
But he was running around, so
Yeah, it wasn't awful.
yeah, no. I would definitely go there. I would suggest it for other people to
You
go
can
there
recommend
too.
it, yeah. But
I would
again, there are other
definitely
places that are better.
Yeah.
But this is it definitely wasn't an awful place. It was
No.
it was nice. I could recommend it. It's good enough to recommend.
Yes.
It wasn't perfect, but it's good enough to recommend.
Well, 3 of us had
Try it
fillet,
out. Yeah.
and all 3 and cooked differently.
Yeah, like the
And
fillets.
we all
the
really
fillets
thought it
were
was
good.
good.
Right,
Yes.
it's the little things that were
The special, yeah.
made it iffy.
Yeah.
So made it a little bit tough to recommend, but it's still recommendable.
Okay, so that's our review of the Brown Derby at Hollywood Studios. So,
Don't forget to do your duty.
it's a big duty. Bye, guys.
Bye.